Hello students, how are you? Are you ready for your final examination? Today I bring a question paper for you for the preparation of your SS final examination 2022. Already the program is published by the Assam Higher Secondary Education Council. Okay? মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল ইতিমধ্যে তোমালোকে এইচএস ফাইনেল এক্সামিনেশ্যনৰ ৰুটিনটো পাই গলা পৰীক্ষা অহা 15 মাৰ্চৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ হ'ব গতিকে তোমালোকৰ পৰীক্ষাৰ কাৰণে হাজু হ'বৰ সময় হ'ল তোমালোকৰ পৰীক্ষাৰ প্ৰিপাৰেচনৰ লগত সংগতি ৰাখি মই আজি আৰু এটা নতুন এটা কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰ লৈ আহিছো আজিৰ কোৱেশ্চনটো মই লৈছো প্ৰি ফাইনেল এক্সামিনেশ্যনৰ Last যেটো প্ৰি ফাইনেল এক্সামিনেশ্যন হল তাৰ কোৱেশ্চন লৈছে সেই কোৱেশ্চনটো লৈছো গোৱালপাৰা ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট সাৰ্কুলৰ পৰা আজি মই তোমালোকৰ আগত আলোচনা কৰিম গোৱালপাৰা ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট হায়াৰ সেকেন্ডাৰী এক্সামিনেশ্যন বোৰ্ডৰ প্ৰি ফাইনেল এক্সামিনেশ্যন 2021 ৰ ইংলিছৰ কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰটো এই কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰখন যেহেতু ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট লেভেল পৰীক্ষা হৈছে গতিকে তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে খুবই প্ৰয়োজনীয় গতিকে আজিৰ এই প্ৰয়োজনীয় ভিডিওটো স্কিপ নকৰি প্ৰথমৰ পৰা শেষলৈ চাবা আৰু ভিডিওটো লাইক কৰিবা কমেন্ট কৰিবা আৰু শেয়াৰ কৰিবা এতিয়া আমি মূল কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰ লৈ আহো গোৱালপাৰা ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট হায়াৰ সেকেন্ডাৰী এক্সামিনেশ্যন বোৰ্ড প্ৰি ফাইনেল এক্সামিনেশ্যন 2021 HS second year subject English full marks 100 time 3 hours section A reading skills 10 marks the figures in the margin indicate full marks for the question এইখিনিতে মই তোমালোকক আৰু এটা কথা কৈ থৈ দিও এই কোৱেশ্চনৰ মই প্যাসেজৰ আনসাৰখিনি মুখে মুখে কৈ দিম তোমালোকে ঘৰত তোমালোকৰ বহি আৰু কলম উলিয়াই লিখি লবা ওকে লগে লগে এতিয়াই তোমালোকে বহি আৰু কলম উলিয়াই এই প্যাসেজৰ আনসাৰখিনি লিখি লোৱা তাৰ পিছত মই তোমালোকৰ গ্ৰামাৰৰ আনসাৰখিনি পিছৰ ভিডিঅত দিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিম গতিকে তোমালোকে তোমালোকৰ প্ৰিয় চেনেলে আগবঢ়োৱা এই প্যাসেজৰ আনসাৰখিনি লিখি লোৱা আৰু তোমালোকে এইখিনিতে এটা কথা কৈ থৈ দিও এই প্যাসেজটো 2015 HS ফাইনেল এক্সামিনেশ্যনত আইছিল গতিকে তোমালোকৰ কাৰণেও খুব ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট কিয়নো কেতিয়াবা কি হয় তোমালোকৰ প্ৰিভিয়াস এক্সামিনেশ্যনৰ কোৱেশ্চন পেপাৰখিনি তোমালোকক দি দিয়ে ওকে ঠিক আছে বলা আমি কোৱেশ্চন নম্বৰ 1 ৰিডিং স্কিলটো আৰম্ভ কৰো কোৱেশ্চন নম্বৰ 1 read the following passage carefully So the ships were brought into the dock and the passengers began to go ashore. But Mr. Scombe had sent word to the captain that as the whites were highly enraged against me and my wife was in danger. My family and I should be advised to land at docks. When the port superintendent, Mr. Talum, would escort us home. The captain communicated the message to me, and I agreed to act accordingly. But scarcely half an hour after this, Mr. Lawton came to the captain. He said, I would like to take Mr. Gandhi with me. Should he have no objection? As the legal advisor of the agent company, I tell you that you are not bound to carry out the message you have received from Mr. Scombe. After this, he came to me and said some word to the effect, if you are not afraid, I suggest that Mistress Gandhi and the children should drive to Mr. Rostomji's house, whilst you and I follow them on foot. I don't know at all like the idea of you entering the city like a ship in the night. I don't think there is any fear of anyone hurting you. Everything is quiet now. The whites have all dispersed, but in any case I am convinced that you ought not to enter the city still thinly. I readily agreed. My wife and children drove safely to Mr. Rostomji's place with the captain's permission. I went ashore with Mr. Mr. Rostomji's house was about 2 miles from the dock. এখানে আসলে কি phrases. On the basis of your reading of the phrases, answer the following questions. A. Who is the speaker in the phrases? On number আছিল এই প্যাসেজটোৰ স্পিকাৰজন কোন আছিল? B. What word had Mr. Scombe sent to the captain of the ship? 2 number. C. Why did Mr. Lawton come to the captain? 2. D. What did Mr. Lawton say to the speaker? 2. E. The speaker readily agreed to Mr. Lawton's suggestion. What does it tell us about the speaker's character? 2. F. Find a word from the phrases that means moving secretly or moving like a thief. On number. এতিয়া তোমালোকে আনসার খিনি চোৱা। এই নম্বৰৰ কোশ্চেনটো আছিল কি, হু ইজ দ্য স্পিকাৰ ইন দ্য প্যাসেজ? অন নম্বৰ আছিল আনসার M.K. Gandhi is the speaker in this passage. M.K. Gandhi মোহনদাস করমচাঁদ গান্ধী মানে মহাত্মা গান্ধীৰ কথা কৈছে। মহাত্মা গান্ধী এই প্যাসেজটোৰ স্পিকাৰ আছিল। বি. What word had Mr. Scombe sent to the captain of the ship? 2 number. Answer. Mr. Scombe had sent word to the captain that as the whites were highly enraged against Gandhi and his life was in danger, his family and he should be advised to land at docks, when the Fort Superintendent Mr. Totum would escort them home. See, why did Mr. Lawton come to the captain? 2. Answer. Mr. Lawton came to the captain to take Mr. Gandhi with him if he had no objection. As the legal advisor of the agent company, Mr. Lawton told him that he was not bound to carry out the message he had received from Mr. Scombe. D. What did Mr. Lawton say to the speaker? 2 mark. Answer. Mr. Lawton said that if Gandhi was not afraid, he suggested that Mr. Gandhi and the children should drive to Mr. Rostomji's house, whilst Gandhi and Mr. Lawton would follow them on foot. The speaker readily agreed to Mr. Lawton's suggestion. What does it tell us about the speaker's character? Answer. The speaker readily agreed to Mr. Lawton's suggestion. It tells us that Gandhi was a frank and courageous man. He did not like the idea of entering the city like a thief in the dark. F. Find a word from the phrases that meaning moving secretly or moving like a thief. Answer is stealthily. Okay, so ekhine asile ei passage tor question answer. Okay, now come to next question. Now come to section B, advanced writing skills, 25 marks. Question number 2. Your formula or Priyam, the sports secretary of Keteki Bari Secondary School, write a notice suitable for your school notice board giving the details for the participation of students in the football tournament to be organized by your school. 5 marks. Or write a poster in not more than 50 words stressing upon the need for improving the health condition of the younger generation for happier life. Yeah, so 5 marks is it. Now come to question number 3. Your school or college has recently celebrated Cleanliness Week, organizing a number of programs and competitions. Write a report in about 150 words to be published in a local newspaper. 10 marks. Or you are an eyewitness to a road accident in which a school-going boy was severely injured and many others had some minor injuries. As a press reporter of the Assam Tribune, write a report about the accident in 100 to 125 words. You are Aporna or Fitha. Question 4. You are Akash or Rongmili. You have seen an advertisement for the post of an English teacher in Gurukul Public School, Guwahati. Write an application to the principal or headmaster of the school in response to the advertisement applying for the post. Furnish your details, biodata, resume. 10 marks. Or write a letter to the editor of the Assam Tribune, Guwahati, to draw the attention of the authority concerned to erratic power supply, particularly during study hours in your locality. You are Rita or Anjana. Okay, so ekhine asle writing skill. Now come to the grammar section, that is section C, grammar, 20 marks. Question number 5. Change the form of narrations of the following sentences. 2 into 2 equal to 4. A. Onil said to me, "What are you doing here?" "I am writing." "I am swimming," I replied. B. The old lady asked the boy if he could show her the way to the post office. The boy replied that he could. Question number 6. Change the voice of any three of the following sentences. 1 into 3 equal to 3. A. Change the voice. B. Who has broken the window pane? C. Rakesh was drawing a nice picture. D. By whom were you given the ice cream? E. He is expected soon. F. Please help me. 7 number. Rewrite any 5 of the following sentences using the verbs given in brackets in their correct forms. 1 into 5 equal to 5. A. This paper bracket appear twice a week. B. They live in Guwahati since 1980. C. He sit in the library when I saw here. Him hobo etu wrong likhise. D. The girl went out after she locked the door. E. I know him for a long time. F. He go to Delhi tomorrow. G. I shall not go out if it rain. Question 8. Rewrite any 4 of the following sentences, filling in the blanks with appropriate preposition. 1 into 4 equal to 4. A. Flour is made dash wheat. B. My birthday is dash 24 August. C. I have to finish this report dash tonight. D. She takes pride dash her beauty. E. He is confident dash his success. F. He has no desire dash oil. Question 9. Rewrite any 4 of the following sentences as directed. 1 into 4 equal to 4. A. I shall never forget you. Make it interrogative. B. In spite of his wealth, he is unhappy. Make it a compound sentence. C. He is too lazy to shine in life. Make it a complex sentence. D. Everest is the highest peak in the world. Change into a comparative sentence. E. Only Hari can do this. Make it negative without changing the meaning. F. Everybody wishes to be happy. Make it a negative sentence. এইখিনিতে মই তোমালোকক এটা কথা কৈ থৈ দিওঁ, এই গ্ৰামাৰ সেকশনৰ আনসাৰ খিনিও মই তোমালোকৰ আগত আলোচনা কৰিম আৰু যিখিনি আৰু তোমাৰ এডভান্স ৰাইটিং স্কুলৰ বহুতখিনি আলোচনা কৰা হৈছে। গতিকে তোমালোকে পাবা, লাহে লাহে পাবা। খালি তোমালোকে চেনেলটো চাই থাকা, ভিডিঅ'বিলাক চাই থাকা, লাইক কৰি থাকা, শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি থাকা, কমেণ্ট কৰি থাকা। হ'ব, মই তোমালোকৰ পৰা এই তিনিটা বস্তুই বিচাৰো। ওকে, নাও কাম টু দ্য নেক্সট সেকশন, দ্যাট ইজ সেকশন ডি। Section D, textbooks 45 marks, 10 marks. Read the following extracts and answer the question that follow. A. Those who prepare green wires, wires with gas, wires with fire, victory with no survivors, and walk about with their brothers in the shed doing nothing. এইটো তোমাৰ এক্সট্ৰাক্টটো মোৰ চেনেলত তোমালোকে চেনেলটো সাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ল'বা। এইটো এনসাৰ কিন্তু কৰিয়ে দিয়া আছে, বুজি পাইছা? তোমালোকে কিপিং কোৱাইটৰ যিখিনি ভিডিঅ' আছে তাতে গৈ পাবা, এইটোৰ এনসাৰ আছে। কোৱেশ্চনস Number 1, what are the different kinds of wires mentioned in these lines? On number 2, What kind of victory do they achieve? On number 3. What should the warmongers do? 1. 4. Find words in these lines that means those left alive and why. And win, W-I-N, win. On number. Or driving, B number, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. I saw my mother beside me, doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Questions. On. Where was the poet drive to? On. 2. What did she notice when her mother sat beside her? 1. 3. Find words from the lines that mean sleep lightly and dead body. 1. 4. Why was her mother's face like that of a corpse? On. এইটো তোমালোকৰ দিছে মাই মাদাৰ এট 66 এই এক্সট্ৰাক্টৰো আনসাৰ তোমালোকে মোৰ চেনেলত যাই চেনেলটো সাবস্ক্রাইব কৰিলে পাই যাবা তাতে যাই পাবা এইটো হুবহু কোশ্চেন খিনিৰ আনসারও পাই যাবা ওকে নাও কাম টু কোশ্চেন নাম্বার 11 ওকে answer any 3 of the following questions in 30 to 40 words 2 into 3 equal to 6 a Why has the poet brought the image of Mary's children spilling out of their homes? B. What is the significance of the parting words of the speaker and her smile in My Mother at 66? C. What is the exotic movement the poet Pablo Neruda wishes for? D. What is the sadness that the poet refers to in the poem Keeping Quiet? E. What is the familiar act mentioned in the poem My Mother at 66? F. What will counting up to 12 and keeping still help us achieve? এই যে গোটেইখিনি কোশ্চেন আছে এই গোটেইখিনি 6টা কোশ্চেনৰ আনসাৰ তোমালোকৰ এই প্ৰিয় চেনেলৰ ইংলিশ লাৰ্নিং আসামৰ গোটেইখিনি আনসাৰ কৰি দিয়া আছে তোমালোকে মই এইখিনি আনসাৰ এইকাৰণে কৰি নিদু তাতে তোমালোকে পাই যাবা ওকে পট্টিটো কমপ্লিটলি দিয়া আছে আৰু কমপ্লিটলি মোৰ চেনেলৰ মই আপলোড কৰা ভিডিওৰ পৰা 100% কম কৰিছে গতিকে আজি মোৰ সেইকাৰণে এই কোশ্চেনটো চাই খুবে ভাল লাগিছে ওকে নাও কাম টু Question number 12. Answer any 5 of the following sentences. 1 into 5 equal to 5. A. What is the name of the blacksmith mentioned in the topic the last lesson? B. What washer? Washer it is the right answer of washer. What did M. Hamel write at the end of the class? Bibla the France. It will C. Who is the Sota Sahib in the memories of a Sota Sahib? D. Who was Rajkumar Shukla? E. Who was Sir Edward Gate? F. Which country had developed synthetic indigo? G. Where is Sampran situated? H. Why did Gandhi cite the lawyers? Cite the lawyer. Now come to question number 13. Answer any 5 of the following questions. 2 into 5 equal to 10. A. Give a brief description of Peacock Island. B. What was the belief about the dividing channel between Peacock Island and the mainland of Guwahati? C. What are M. Hamel's view about the French language? D. why was the lesson called the last lesson? E. Why did Gandhi agree to a settlement of 25% refund to the peasant? F. Why was there a crowd in front of the bulletin board? G. Why did John Rowntree dislike the forest bungalow at Rajapara? Now come to question number 14. Answer any one of the following questions in 80 to 100 words. 5 into 1 equal to 1. A. Describe the unusual things that France noticed on the day of the last lesson. Or B. Describe the exploitation of the indigo sharecroppers by the English landlords. Did Gandhi help them to get an honorable settlement? Okay. Question number 15. Answer any one of the following questions in 125 to 150 words. 7 into 1 equal to 1. A. How did the Tiger King finally die? How did the 100th tiger take his revenge on the Tiger King? Or B. Compare and contrast the stories of VIll-Xll, Shah and Bhama. 16 and last question. Answer any 4 of the following questions in 30 to 40 words. 2 into 4 equal to 8. A. What did the chief astrologer predict about the Tiger King? B. What did the Maharaja decide to do when he remembered the chief astrologer's prediction? C. Why did VIll-Xll Shah feel uncomfortable in the dining room? D. What was VIll-Xll Shah's idea regarding short singled hair? E. Why did Bhama feel terribly sad and provoked? F. What did VIll-Xll Shah do to save her long hair? So, my dear students, এইখিনি আসিলে গোৱালপাৰা ডিস্ট্রিক্ট হায়ার সেকেন্ডারি এক্সামিনেশন বোর্ডে পতা কোশ্চিন পেপাৰৰ সলিউশন আৰু কোশ্চিন পেপাৰ যিখিনি মই তোমালোকক কৈছো অলৰেডি ৰিডিং স্কিল প্যাসেজ ৰাইটিংৰ আনসাৰ মই কৰিয়ে দিছো গ্ৰামাৰখিনি নেক্সট ভিডিঅ'ত তোমালোকে পাই যাবা গ্ৰামাৰৰ সলিউশন আৰু পট্ৰিখিনি মই নিদিও এই কাৰণে নিদিও পট্ৰিখিনি অলৰেডি মোৰ চেনেলত আলোচনা কৰা হৈছে আৰু প্ৰচৰ যিখিনি হেৰি আছে এইখিনি দিবলৈ মই ট্ৰাই কৰিম আশা কৰো আজিৰ এই ভিডিঅ'তে তোমালোকৰ বহুত ইউজফুল হৈ উঠক অহা পৰীক্ষাত তোমালোকে ভালদৰে প্ৰিপাৰেচন হৈ ভাল রেজাল্ট কৰা তাকেই কামনা কৰি আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'টো মই ইয়াতে সমাপ্ত কৰিছো থ্যাংক ইউ ফৰ ওয়াচিং